Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. Well, I'm trying to film this on my own without my husband's help of any kind, and I'm not sure. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, welcome to my studio. I'm here today for a very quick, little play. I know I always say quick, and I end up with just this really long mega video. Well, today, hopefully it's not too long and we can have a little fun. I'm literally in the middle of playing on my desk. As you can see, it's not all set up beautifully. It is set for a video. Not a video, for play. I'm just crafting. So I thought maybe you could come along and craft with me. I've been working on some scrap tags, and what these are is just bits and pieces of snippets and scraps. This is from my tiny little scrap bag where I rip off the smallest little pieces and I put them in here. And then, of course, I have my bag of goodies, which are a little bit bigger pieces that I use. And then these were just cut-offs from projects that I cut and turned into tag shapes. And so I was inspired by G. Kerr at Happiness and Crafting. She's making some like these, and so I grabbed all of my little pots of goodies that I have. A lot of these are from her shop, and then there's just a few random ones that I don't know. And I have butterflies from all different shops, hers and others. And then I have a little plate or goodies full of small little ticket stubs, and then I have little pots and goodies and bags full of just everything you could think of. And so I just been playing, and I thought, I should just turn on this and make you a little bonus video. So I made these cute little tags. Let me see. I don't know, you guys. I'm going to see where I'm at. Where is the center? Is over here. Okay, where I usually am. I just want to make sure I didn't mess up too bad. So that's one. And these are just the tiniest little bits and pieces that I had on my desk. And I know my voice sounds probably pretty loud because I'm right up at the camera showing you what I've been making. Just scraps and bits, and that's it. And so, I don't know, I was just really, really, really inspired, and I wanted to play. I had been suffering with bad headache yesterday, and then the headache went migraine. So I played for a while, and then when it got bad, I quit. So this is what and then today, after having a migraine, I always have like the hangover day where from being down with the headache and then taking the meds, not so great. So what I am going to do first, which I saw G do, which I thought, if you have white paper, this works really well. You just take your distress ink with your little brush or whatever you want to use, and you just rub it all over your tag to kind of distress it up. I don't like that little, thing you get, so I usually try to just kind of stamp it off. And she just did that, and then I really like my edges inked. I cannot help it. I am an inker. So then I take and I do this. And really, that's all there is to it. That's the only formal anything I do each time. And then I try to find some things that I want to work with. Now, I've already started this one, and then I thought, hey, let's turn on the camera. So we'll see how I do. I was joking with someone that, I do great, turn on the camera, and then it's like deer in the headlights, and I freeze, and my brain freezes, and all my creativity just dumps itself right into the garbage can. So all of a sudden, I'm undecided, I seem frustrated, lost, and I just sit and craft. I don't think anything about it. And then the camera turns on and I'm like, I can't think of anything. So, or I feel like because we're on a time crunch, I can't sit and leave the camera. Well, I could and then break it into a bunch of videos, I guess, but I don't know how to do that. I don't think my husband does either. If I asked him to do that, he'd probably shoot me. So, I am inking around everything because I want this to have a very Victorian, old, vintage look. So I know I'm going to want some, I'm just not sure. Let's see. Maybe I will do the whole thing. I'll ink around this just a bit. I want to give it some age. Oops. So today I thought we'd just, you know, craft, chat, have a blast. I hope you're all well and happy. This might be airing for you on a Saturday as a little bonus video for those of you who like to craft on the weekend and you're looking for a quick, this is like a super quick project. Just depends on how much stuff you want. You could put 3 little things on there and call it done, or you could do more. You know me. 3 little things I started out. It just didn't seem like enough. And I kept adding more scraps, and I thought, oh, this would be pretty, and this would be pretty, and pretty soon, you know, I have like 20 pieces on here. So what I like to do, some people say, well, I don't know how to layer or collage. These are really collage tags, I think. One thing I try to do is stack one on another, leaving a space, meaning like this one's high, this one's a little lower, this is a little lower, what I call stair steps. And I do that to give it interest and to give it dimension. And, you know, now at this point, I'm going to want something, because I have something light here, I'm going to want to balance it out with something light over here. Sometimes I just throw it on. Sometimes I lay it out like I'm doing right now. Sometimes if I'm not sure, hey, do I have too much? I don't think I need that piece right now. Might be something I add later. And with these, I do add and add. I do a lot of adding. So I took a base piece from this little pot, and it had a lot of these little things, but it's also got some, she had what she called, I think, collage scraps, and they're sheets of collage pieces that you can cut out and use to collage with. And then she has all her little bits and pieces of ephemera, all kinds of sheets of those. That's G. Kerr on Happiness and Crafting. That's where I purchase all those. I spent many a day and many an hour fussy cutting those a long time back so that I could just do this one day or any day. And then this is sort of a main image, but I definitely, oh, yep, I had one. Here's my image I want to use. And again, I'm offsetting. See, I'm stair stepping. I think I've got what I want. I do need to do ink on this. So I want to thank all of you who, on my last 2, part 1, part 2 videos for my brand new journal that I was working on. I want to thank you all for commenting. This is the one I'm talking about right here. I want to thank you all for commenting and talking to me and responding and all of it, because it really does help my channel, and I really appreciate it. Plus, I love hearing what you have to do. So I know one of you is working on a lovely wedding journal. So excited for you. Oh my gosh, how fun. For sharing with me a little bit about your lives and what you're doing. It's great. It's very gratifying to those of us who do this. So thank you for responding. Alrighty. I'm not going to make this a tutorial or a how-to. I know that I get a lot of questions about, well, I'm not comfortable, or how do I collage? How do I layer? This is more about layering, and layering I do by stair stepping the pieces. So it gives it some, you know, lately I swear all I do is drop my, there we go. So anyway, it was great to hear from so many of you that I haven't heard from in a while. Hello, Alana. Hello, Lorna. Let's see who else was on there. Claudia, Tin Lizzie, Liz. Let's see, let me think. Who else did I see on there? Oh gosh, you guys, my memory's terrible. Sherry, Carrie, hi Carrie. Who else? So many of you lovely ladies commented for me, and I just thank you so much, you guys, especially those of you who do this like every single time I post a video. You are just fabulous. And I don't know what I would do without you guys, really. It would be so boring for me. I'd just be sitting in my little room, by myself doing nothing. I had to take my iPad. I was going to look something up, and I wanted to look at my video so I could say hello to all of you. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I have this thing locked down, so I can't even look. So I want to say hello to Lizzie, which is Tin Lizzie, Linda, Cynthia, Carrie, Rhonda, Linda Heim, Wishes and Weeds. Welcome, Nancy. Thank you for coming on board. Love it, love it, love it. Denise S., Karen Blum, Diana C., Margie M., Terry Frito. No, I didn't say that right. So Terry F., Stephanie, Lorna, and Alana. Thank you, thank you, thank you for commenting. I'm going to try to start doing that, I think. Saying thank you to those of you who take your time to come along and comment and like my videos. I really appreciate you. Gosh, I've said that about 20 times now, but I do feel that way. You know, you guys know me from the very beginning. I haven't changed who I am and how I do things, you know. So anyway, excuse me for taking a little break from the crafting, but I want to thank you ladies. So hello, hello. Alrighty. Oh, before I get any further, I gotta show you something. I worked on this Sunday, and I showed you week 1 of my, this is the Marguerite Miller weekly challenge. So that's week 1. I have done week 2. I'm right on time. Here it is. And I thought I would show you what I did. So, something that lives in a forest. Well, we've got foxes and deer and a little squirrel. A scrap from a paper pad, which would be these two right here. A playing card or a portion. There it is. Something postal. Here are my postal things. Cursive writing. Well, it's on a letter, on a vintage letter, and an envelope. It's stamped around the book. And something stapled. There's some little staples in the letter. So hopefully you all can see that. So this was week 2. So I thought I would share that with you. I said I would. And so you get to see a little bit of my collage. Now, I'm not as strong in the big collage as I am in layering, but it's the same thing, I think. And what I will say about collage for me, the ladies who do this a lot, I mean, they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? They do their 5 and that's it. But I like the art collage, which is what I do. I do art collage. And that means that I'm filling up the page and I'm creating a little bit of a story. So this one was a fantasy story. This one's sort of a woodsy letters, you know, postal story. So I do mine a little bit different, but it's still the same thing. I use the bits and pieces from the prompts and then what I have in my studio to work with. So I thought I would explain that to you. So I glued that down when I meant to. Oh, that's okay. I think I will. Let me see. I wanted to move that in a little bit. I thought I was sort of sticking out too far. Maybe right there. Okay. So I was really excited to share that with you. I've been doing some quiet, what I call quiet crafting. I have been working on my new style envelope journal. That has been a lot of fun. I apologize for struggling so hard on this. I don't know what the deal is. I was telling someone, I think I just freeze up when the camera's on. And when I'm working on it by myself, it just flows so well. And then I get on here and I think because, oh my gosh, I got to get this done. And, you know, what am I going to do? And I just don't do that when I'm crafting by myself. So, but I want to share what I'm doing. So that's the tough part, you know, is balancing the two. And I'm still new at this. I haven't even been at it a year. I am still learning my way around YouTube and being a crafter on YouTube, creating content for YouTube. Technically, we're called content creators by YouTube. So that's what we are. That's what we do. We create content for people to watch and enjoy. So I'm giving it my best shot. And I love it. You know, it's fun. I just wish I wouldn't freeze up so much. I think when I get out of my head, I'm fine. You know, it's just you get in your head and you forget to come out, you know. It's like, hello, somebody, anybody in there? These are relatively quick if you don't fuss. I'm fussing because I'm talking to you guys. I'm not paying attention. So I'm going to hunker down. I'm supposed to be today helping my husband at our storage unit take stuff back from Christmas, and I don't want to. I just don't want to. It's so much work. I'm dreading it. He went out to get the car washed and get his hair cut, and wanted to add a pretty little butterfly. Might want a little number on here. Let me see if I have something I like. Kind of using a little bit of a formula. I'm looking for some bits and pieces. Oh, I want something. Don't know. I want to see if I had something little I could stick in that corner, but even these are pretty big. I mean, I have regular little numbers. I just wanted to use these. They've been sitting forever in my little pot doing nothing. Also finding the right color that looks good. Ah, they're just huge. Oops. That 7's so big. I wonder if I cut it down, if I would still like it. I should have moved everything up a little bit. I've got everything kind of too tight, but I was trying to leave some room at the top so I could if I wanted to punch a tag or something like that. Punch a hole in the tag. Maybe I could use some of my little scraps that are made from scraps. That keeps in with it, right? But they're all in brown. There's nothing in the black. I kind of wanted to pick up the black. I don't think I made anything dark. I just kept it pretty light. I don't like black ink. I don't know what it is. I have this thing about it. I don't know what my deal is, why I don't like it. But in this case, I probably would have really liked it. So I'm sort of like, darn it. Maybe I'll go back and do some on another day. Well, I won't put one on there. I may find one that I want on there, or I'll do what I just am about to do again. I'm going to go back, get that 7, cut it down, see if I like it better. I mean, I'm going to cut off all the excess at the top or the bottom. So get out your scraps. Come on, have a little play with me. It's Saturday, hopefully for you guys. I think this is going to be on Saturday. Pull out your little itty bitty scraps and your, yeah, I want to make sure that wasn't a sticker. You know, you've seen me do that lately. Oof. I do have some on sticker paper, but way back in the beginning when I first started doing this, I swear I put everything on sticker paper. Now I don't do that. I just glue everything on because of layers and lace and stuff. So there you have another one. And what I am going to do to kind of age this up is just go over everything to give it that bit of grungy feeling. And you've got another tag. Alrighty, so now I've added that. You'll notice there's a lot of pinks in here because that is the journals I'm working on right now. But I could do some with blue or green. I started to use this green one on one, so maybe we'll build one around. I pick a piece, and then I kind of build around that piece. And I usually try to find another piece. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. And then let me see if I have a little itty bitty piece that would look cool with that. Something I could maybe put up there. Hopefully I'm on screen, you guys. Now, this is how I work on the norm. I am going to move these over a little bit. They're a little bugging me. When I'm in the middle of something like this, I don't put things away and pull them out and put them away and pull them out. It'll drive me crazy. I do, when I'm in the middle of something like this, I do pull stuff out so I can see everything I want to work with. So when I'm not doing a video, this is a little more my work style. Not finding anything in these. These are more woodland, I think. Let's go to this box. I've got all kinds of goodies in this one. I have a, there we go. I was looking for something small. I like that. I think that's going to be it. See, like you just put your hands right on it and you never know why. Sorry about the nose, but my nose is running. Got some pretty good weather going right now. No rain forecast for a while, which is fine. The sunshine feels good. I really need to get out in the sunshine. I have low vitamin D, so I need to get out there and soak up some sun. So before I get going, I'm going to go ahead and ink this. That does help me decide. And this is a messy ink. I'm not trying to be neat. I'm just making a mess. I am playing, and this is so fun. I love this. This is fun. When I tell you I'm getting into the groove, that means I'm out of my head and I'm into my creative place. I think I don't want to waste all of this, so I'm going to pull that off. I don't know what this is from. It's a scrap of something. It's in my scrap bag. Now, it's so funny. I see all these gals with these piles of scraps and piles of paper on their desk, and they're like, oh my gosh, I have to clean my desk today. I have so much stuff. And I think, how come I don't have that? Do I not craft enough? Maybe I don't craft enough. Maybe I'm too neat. I mean, why don't I have all the scraps? I just don't. I don't have digital scraps. I don't have scrapbook paper scraps. I mean, this is all cutoffs from when I'm cutting something. Tiny little bits, but that's about all I have. I don't have like the tray of all the beautiful paper. I just don't have that. This is like it for my scraps. Like, I just don't. One thing I do, which might be why I don't, is when I'm working on a project, everything I cut off or I have, I stick in a little baggie. Here, I'll show you. Let me see if I can grab one. I stick in a little baggie, right? And I put that with the project I'm working on. And that set of scraps from that project stays with the paper. Stays in the envelope with the papers until there are no more papers. So I never have like excess anything. I guess that's because of the way I do it. I don't know. But I don't have that, you know, piles of paper on one side of my desk, or because when I'm done with this, I will just put everything away. And then now I've always been ultra organized and super clean, but there was a time when I first got married and I was a new mom and everything just caught up to me. I had stuff everywhere and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get control. So I started reading, you know, self-help, how-to books. And I was reading a book about organization and how to stay organized because it was driving me crazy. I couldn't get on top of whether it was sewing or crafting or bills or mail. It just all seemed to be getting, you know, 2 kids, and one of them was really ill at the time. And so I was like, wow, how am I going to catch up with all this? So I read this book and it said, when it came to paper, only handle it one time. And I thought, okay, so when the mail came in, you just grab your mail, you look at it, you say, to be paid, trash, to read if it was worth reading, or read it now. So once I started doing that, I no longer had piles anywhere. I handle my mail one time. So when I grab a piece that I'm going to take into here because it's an advertisement or an empty letter or empty envelope, like a piece like this, I immediately, when it comes into the room, it goes right to the place it needs to be stored at. In with the envelopes, in with the advertising mail. If it's a bill, it goes right front and center so it gets paid. Because my husband does all the major bill paying, but I have my own bills, my own crafting bills, and those I pay myself. So I feel like this needs something under it. Let's see what little scrap have I got laying around here. So that's how I started doing that, and it's a habit I've gotten into, which I guess is helping me in my crafting. The only problem is when I quickly squirrel something away, sometimes I don't remember where I put it. So I've gotten older. I used to be able to keep all that in my head. Now I run and put it away. So if I don't put it away in exactly the same place each time, I may never, ever, laughingly and not so laughingly, find it again. So, FYI on that one. But that was how I learned to kind of stay somewhat, organized. And how I can fit so much into such a tiny little space that I work in. There's another piece of paper here I wanted. Where did it go? I was just looking at it. I didn't use it in the last one. I threw it on the, oh, here it is. Threw it on the pile. I want something, but I don't want it that big. Just want a little bit of, because I'm using something light and bright there, I feel like I want a little, yeah, okay, that's everything. So that's kind of why maybe I don't have scraps. I was really worried about myself because I'm like, I guess I don't craft enough. Well, I probably don't. I probably don't craft as much as others do. So there's a lot of times I can't craft, so maybe I don't have as much stuff as everybody else does. I don't know. And I guess I haven't been at this particular type of crafting, scrap crafting, as others. Like Gail and Rachel, they've been at this a very long time. I'm still within just a couple of years into this. Let's see, be 3 years this year. Yes, this year. So that I've started doing the journals and this type of crafting. I'm not new to crafting, as I've told you guys many times. My journey has been funny and long, and I do have videos about that. So what I want to do is I want to put this down, but I need to slide the piece under. So because this is a sticker, I think what I'll do is I'll just put it on. I don't want it to be the same height as everything else. So I want it to have its dimension, but I don't want to put it down tight down here. I'm going to lift that up real quick before it sticks, because this is a very sticky sticker paper. So I can get this little piece in here. So yeah, when I'm layering, I use lights and darks. So if this is light, I want a light to balance it. There's some dark, so there's some dark there. And then we have color, which has some green here, and green here. My eye just automatically does that even when I'm just scrap crafting and I'm not even thinking about it. I just, for some reason, automatically do that. Oh, isn't that cute? Now, let's see. Do I want to put a butterfly or anything on there? Or a flower? Another flower? Probably have some cut. Let's see. What do I have in here? Too big. I do have tiny little flowers cut everywhere, but I think maybe I could just pop another little butterfly. I've got all kinds of butterflies here. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. I'm going to dull it down just a bit. It's a little bright for me. Again, these are all Happiness and Crafting. I believe these are her butterflies. I think these are her bright butterflies. She has all kinds of butterflies. Tiny, tiny ones. I wanted to pick up the pink here. Again, here we go. More pink. It's my thing. Uh-oh. I left that open just about a second too long. So that was my scrap dilemma. But I'm trying to make sure I keep more things. And then, but I just have a habit where I'm going to keep all my stuff together. I don't know. That is the over-organized part of me. Where if I'm cutting a kit, I keep all the pieces with the kit that I'm using, even if it's not kit pieces, just whatever I'm using for that kit. So, I don't know. I may change that up this year. We'll see. I want to add a little number down there, but I don't know if that's the right. I'm not liking the gray. I want something that's in the browns. This little pot has a lot of numbers in it, which is why I keep going to it, because, and I will have to probably, I'm going to have to find this. Ugh, I dread it. I have so many files. I'm going to have to find this in my files and reprint this kit, because I didn't think, it's been sitting unused for so long, but now that I've started using it, it's like, oh, I'm going to want them on everything, right? I pretty much used all the ones I really liked. Oh, how about this one? Is this 96? Or... I guess I'll go that way. This is exactly what I'm looking for, but it's too big. Or maybe I'll just go. All right, I'm fussing. Stop that. Just do it. Just do it. Just play. But you can see, I mean, you can think this through a lot, or you can just slap it down and not worry about it. Not slap it down, but just go quickly. That's it. That's the word I want to say. Not slap it down. Well, that's rude. That is not what I mean. Just give it a quick little inky dinky. I wish I left a little more white on that butterfly, but that's okay. Whoops. I'm not sure what it is with this cardstock, but I noticed that even my art glitter glue isn't sticking to it. And it's a parchment, well, it's a parchment cardstock. It's a good one. I think it's Southworth, but it does have some texture on it, so maybe, except I put the texture on the back instead of the front. Ha, ha, ha. Well, that's the smooth side. Could be why. Well, that's just weird. Or maybe I'm just not putting enough glue on. Who knows? All right, pretty, pretty. That one's done. We're whipping right through these. Oh, I love this. So I'm going to start with that this time, and I'm going to see if I can find some little bitty, this was a stamped piece I did, but it's the same color. Oh, I like that. That green again. I wish I knew where that was from. I think it is, I don't know. Rachel or Roxy Creations? No, I don't know. Might be. Or Amy at Crafty Cat. I don't know where I got this paper. I'm going to have to look around my kits. I know that's music paper. That's obvious. We all have that somewhere. It's a digital. I like that. Maybe a couple of words and we're good to go. Let's see. I just dumped. Uh-oh. Just dumped a bunch of my tags. Oh, let's see. Is there anything on here I would like to use? Oh, I like that. I knocked those onto my table, so maybe I was meant to use them, huh? Bit of dictionary page. Maybe instead of a number, I'll use that. All right, there we go. Got it. Ready to go. So let's do some inking. This has quite a bit of white bits around it. Boy, you know, all summer long, I like to fussy cut. And then in the evenings, you know, when I'm watching TV or whatever, or my husband's watching a football game or something, or he's watching a movie that he wants me to sit with him, but I really don't want to watch it because it's too scary or whatever, too nerve-wracking, too something. So I'll fussy cut, and then what'll happen is I get used to doing that, and then the winter comes, and I have terrible light in that room. Oh my gosh, it's awful in there. We have one light, because there's really no place to put a lamp. I need to get a floor lamp that goes behind the couch. I had one and it broke, so I need to get another one. It just literally fell apart. So then I would try to cut in this very dull light. And so I have a lot of little white bits and pieces on my fussy cutting because of the light in there is so bad. I know a lot of us, I know Gail was saying that too, that she does better. She does hers now on Sunday during football Sunday, which is really brilliant. While she's watching football with her hubby, she fussy cuts. Brilliant idea, Gail. I'm going to go like this. I left the door open in my room because Greg's not here, and I need to be able to hear the cats. Tommy, I'll tell you, he's like a naughty little toddler. My Tommy boy cat. He's always into things. Getting himself into trouble. Gets up on the counters, which he knows he's not allowed to do, and he would never do if we were around because he knows he's not allowed up there. He's been told a million times, get down. And he does immediately, but when we are not around, that boy. Do I want a little piece before I got doily all over the place here? I always have bits of doilies. That is one thing I do always have a lot of. I could just cut the tip of this off. Ink it just a bit. It's a little bright for me, but I do want something lighter like is over there. Like I said, I just can't, I think what I'll do is I'll put this down the middle to get it in place, and then I'll glue in after. Okay, so let's get that on there where I really want it, in the middle. Then so it stops swirling around. I hope this isn't up to my nose, you guys. I'm sorry. You're probably not seeing me glue half the stuff because it's just, I have to be able to see it. My vision is so. All right, and then I want to add a little book page to that. Eek! Alrighty. Glue down. That was 2 bottles of glue down. I wasn't going to do any more videos this week. I was done for the week, but I don't know what, you may see this on Monday, not on Saturday. I'm not sure when you're going to see this, honestly. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm filming this on I don't even know what day it is. Tuesday morning, maybe? Waiting for my hubby to get back from his errands. And then I guess I gotta go to the storage unit, be a good girl. Help my hubby put away those 50 boxes of Christmas lights and decorations and trees and all that good stuff. Be a good wife. I don't want you. I don't want you. Is this one? Some of these are stickers, so nope, not that one for sure. Oh, there's another one. Now, I could decide to add something up here, maybe another little butterfly, or I just don't know what else I would put up there. Let's see, what do I have? I don't I have too many little ones. I've been going through those like crazy. I don't think I have anything red. I don't really want red anyway. Green would be pretty. Do I have any green ones? That's a little bright. I don't know if I have any left. I need to finish fussy cutting the sheet out. Oh, there's a pretty green butterfly. What do we think of that? You could tell these are for spring, right? Spring projects. Most definitely. I could choose when I get ready to use these to add lace to the bottom, ribbon. Add a little hole or a hole reinforcer, or this time I picked up the green in the tag. So there you have it, another one. Now, something else I could do if I feel like my tags are a little blah, and I don't want all the white space, I could do some stamping here. This would be cute with a postal stamp, or let's see, do I have anything like that in my piles? I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have any pre-printed postal stamps. I think these are all just... I could add a word. Oh, that's something I haven't been doing. I could add words. I have some little words here. Oh, I like that. That just popped out at me. Again, more words from Happiness and Crafting. I guess today is a Happiness and Crafting day. I could either move it up, make it part of that, or put it down here and make it separate. I think I'll make it part of the collage. A little mini, these are really literally mini collages on a card, on a tag. There, that filled that gap that was bothering me. Well, that's pretty. Okay. Guess what, guys? I didn't even look to see when I started this. Oh, I hope this is filming. Okay, so anyway, I've just had this bug to make these. We've made 3 since we started in about 45 minutes, while also showing off some other stuff and chit-chatting, so that's pretty good. I think I'll do one more, and then I will call it a day. I have to get on with my day and go hang out with the man. See what he's up to. He should be back pretty soon. No. That's really big, though. That takes up the whole space. That is too big. I'm just looking to see what else I've got here. Oops. Butterflies escaping. I don't do a lot of red. I do some, but that's pretty with a little birdie. Let's see, what else have I got? I just cut out, I have these sitting here. These are one of G's new little, I don't know what she calls these. I'm not sure what these are called. Let's see, what does she call them? Shabby Chic journal cards. And they're in, I have them in 3 sizes. So these are the teeny tiny ones. If we use some of this, let's get really creative here. And really scrap-tastic here. Let's get some scraps going. Not bad. What else could I put on there? Too many pictures, I think. Just too many. Well, let's get it prepped. Let's see what we can do. Where did my, oh, my dauber right in front of me. Well, I hope you all have a lovely, lovely day, whatever you're going to be doing. And you're enjoying this fun little playtime and listening to all of my random rambling. And this is pretty much what I do when I'm really, really just playing at my desk. I am just doing this. I sit down and I leave it out for, a while and leave it on my desk and just sit down periodically through the day. When I've had enough of the day, I walk in here and I think, ugh, I just need a break. So I am going to just do a little crafting, and this is great for that. Of course, once I put it away, then I'll move on to something else, But, oh, I've inked my thumb. Okay, I'm gonna get a little ink on these. They're a little too new looking for me. I am working with some vintage papers here, so I do want to... Boy, I'm really playing in the ink today. You can tell when I'm having a good time. No, that's not what I want. Sometimes I just do 3 pieces. That's it. I just see these 3 and I think, ah, that looks good. I'm going to leave it like that. I feel like it does need one more thing. I don't know what it needs. I feel like I want to put some, but I think that's too white. Do I have another scrap of this somewhere? Oh, I thought I saw Misty came in and went out again. Probably came in to see what Mama was doing and then went right back out again. Mom's not doing anything exciting except for talking to herself again. I wonder if the cats think I'm stark raving crazy. Oh, you always wonder what they're thinking. We have a crazy mom. We have a crazy mama. I kind of just like these 3, just something simple. I mean, I think like I could add something else later, but I just don't, I'm not. Let me try one more thing. Sometimes you just have to move things around. Nope. Okay, so this one's not coming together like I would like. I like what I've got so far, but I don't know if it's this piece that's bugging me. I like these 2 things, and I like the pink. Well, let's see if there's something else that I would like better. Maybe a different orientation. Oh, now they've decided to play in the hinge of the door. One on one side, one on the other. So they're going to start banging the door here in a minute. I feel like now that's not big enough. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we went through everything over here, didn't we? Let's see what's in here. Well, it's not coming to me, so I might be done for the day here. Not finding anything I like. Oh, I like that. I am working with children. Maybe we could do that. I am about to run out of time. Let me see what we've got. I know he's going to be back any minute. Oh, we're getting there. I think the colors go nicely. I think they play well together. I think I'll put those down and then we'll see. I don't know. It might be that this is one of those tags that I finish later when it's going to go into the journal. I've just started it. You could just have 3 pieces. I guess you don't have to have a lot, you know. I am preferring the art glitter glue right now to my glue stick. I don't know if it's just because it's less messy. And then you watch, I'll drop this and make a big mess. So, I don't know. I really should say less messy. I know I'm gluing right up to my nose today. Hopefully you guys haven't seen much of that. I'm sorry. Hopefully this is a good video and not one I'm tossing. So anyway, I want to thank you all for coming along and having a play with me today. Hanging out with me, seeing what I'm up to. And, oh, looks like my hubby's back, so I better get going and finish up this video. Say goodbye to all of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Leave me a comment. Let me know you're here. Thank you so much for being my friend and coming along and having a sit-down spell with me and doing a little crafting. So here's what we did today. Excuse my mess. But we have made all kinds of pretty cards. Look at how many. We did 4 really quickly. If I wasn't fussing and I was all by myself, probably would have been about 6. So anyway, thanks a lot, you guys. Thanks for coming along. I love you all. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.